Good morning. This is the Fanatic, Apostle William D. McGee Jr. here in San Antonio, Texas. First, I want to say, Barahim Habaim. Welcome. Shalom. Assalamu alaikum. Nimiha. And what's up to all the other believers here in America and abroad. I told you I always go into the areas where I see CBS, NBC, ABC, all fake news. That's the one thing that we could take from Donald Trump, fake news. Someone popped out of the bag. Been hidden for a little while. Now he's making his debut talking about the Trumpism that is about to take place. Steve O'Bannon. The man, the racist, with his racist views. First thing out of his mouth is they. Well, who is they? You are they. You're a far right-winger way over here in white land. Talking about they don't want to let go. But guess what? Why should they want to let go to somebody like you and the people like you? Donald Trump has old ideas from 70 years ago. Everything he sees and he's talking about is, well, I heard this. Well, I read this. I told you, like earlier, 90% of the stuff that you're reading or hearing, especially hearing, that is on the internet and all the other stuff, is lies. 10% is true, and you have to find out what is true, and especially if you're going to be the president of a country. So you just can't be picking up some old newspaper or some book or some report that comes in and you jump right on it as it being true, and then come find out it's false. And then you want to talk about the news. All the news did it. No, it wasn't the news that did it. It was you who did it. Steve O'Bannon. The good old white boy club. That's what he's talking about. They don't want to give the country back. Their intentions is to wipe Obama, not just Obama, but a black man presidency and everything that he's done out of the picture, saying that it was a fluke, that he didn't know what he was doing. It's not just a man's world, but it's a white man's world. And if you do have any other minority, they are succumbing to his authority. That is what Trumpism is doing. That is not just Trumpism, that's Mitch McConnell and all the other Republicans saying that only white power. I'm like, you know what? You're going back 70 years where white power was in control, but guess what? When they say they're talking about the rest of us. The minorities have raised up equal to them. These is those poor, not poor, but those middle class and blue collar workers back in the 70s and 80s and 90s who lost their jobs to minorities. I told you, a war against people being treated equally. This is what Martin Luther King Jr. was facing in the 60s. The same thing he was facing, him along with Medgar Evers, along with Malcolm X, along with all the people that found out that the system was rigged against them. This is why they push for equality, for civil rights, for all those things. Gandhi, even over in India, everybody was being shafted by the ultra rich. And here we go. Here is a product of that. Here's a son of that craziness, of that fascistness, capitalism at its worst. America, it says we the people. It didn't say we the billionaires. It didn't say we the trillionaires, but we the people. Whether it's from the low end to the top end. Saying that here in America, you can start at the bottom and you can get to the top. But guess what? You can't get there unless you go through. You got to fit in to get in. Okay? Your dream is telling you you can go to get your education, get college, and then you can move forward and you can become someone. If you want to run for public office, you can become someone. But guess what? Here's what they don't tell you. There is a dark side to every step that you go. In the politics, you got those who play the game and hold powerful positions. And they want to earmark everything, every bill that goes forward. I'm not going to get off of that. Donald Trump up here talking about, I'm taking a blow against the establishment. Why? He's part of the very establishment that he's taking a blow against, and that is nothing but a straight up lie. Straight up lie. Steve O'Bannon is the racist side of Donald Trump. All these other people are the racists. Look at Terry. Another racist. When Coretta Scott King sat down and wrote this letter saying, do not allow this man to move any forward and to stop anything that he's doing. That tells you. Here is a wife of a prominent civil rights leader telling the government and that state that this man cannot be trusted. Yet, here we are, 2017, and he's right back, more powerful than he was before. Because if you wait long enough, the people will select, not the regular people, because we know the popular vote should have overridden the electoral vote. Period. When the people speak, those that are hidden, those that are hidden within the system, the dark forces, raises up and makes sure that the people who are speaking and voting, they don't count. What they're planning on doing, Mitch McConnell, he's been a racist from the start. Him in 15, along with Donald Trump, was one of the 15, wanted to destroy Obama. Not just Obama, but any black progress. A black president in America? Really? And he tells his constituents that he's for the people. No, he's not for the people. He never has been. He's been for his own self. Because anyone has been there, any senator or any of the grand old party, the GOP, has been there more than 15 years. They should be gone. They should be sitting off on the sideline and letting fresh meat, but they can't because they're all like little godfathers. I told you. Once you get in the system, they're scattered like a cancer throughout the American body. Because when you look at America, you have to look at it as a body. You have the executive branch. You have the judicial branch. And you have the legislative branch. So you have all three checking out on one, and then the judicial checks on all of them. One creates, One legislates and the other one checks out. And the judicial branch checks out to make sure that it is a valid law and the words and everything, that everybody is getting a fair shake. But now we have Mr. Manipulator, along with a racist manipulator, far right-winger or far left-winger, whatever side he wants to call. And now you have he's trying to merge CPAC, the conservative political action community, the base, the ones who've been crying all along. And you also have some minorities that think like that. Oh, we got to get rid of all the immigrants. We got to do away with them. Really? Why? You've done very well with them. Long as they were out mowing your grass, long as they were out picking the tomatoes, long as they were out still doing the lettuce and all the other stuff that you refuse to do. We even have black people think just like them. They took our jobs. What? What jobs did they take? There are jobs out there that you could be in right now, but you refuse. So when somebody else comes in and takes it, because they don't have a problem at working at minimum wage or a little bit above minimum wage, where Americans have a problem with that. I told you, I'm going somewhere. I'm always going somewhere. You can't blame the immigrants. He's saying, oh, well, there's some bad hombres. Oh, wait a minute, hombre, that's a Spanish word. Meaning that you're already stereotyping who you're trying to get rid of. Bad hombres. Words can and will hurt you. Listen to what he's saying. Listen to what Trump is saying. Words can hurt you. Words hurt America for the longest. There were signs saying colored and white. No minorities allowed. No coloreds allowed. He wants to take America back to that era. 70 years ago, it was great back then for them. But it took the efforts of Cesar Chavez, Martin, Gandhi, all those dreamers, all those resistors, all those enemies of the state to give their lives for the people. All those fanatics to give their lives for the people. They did not do that to have it reversed in 2018 and given to an idiot. Yes, a man. Oh, he's not an idiot. He's really intelligent. So intelligent that he fools himself with his own lies. That's it for me. Assalamu alaikum. Shalom. KLC Lee. And I'm out of here. Peace.